It's a mild misstep. Presidential aide downplays Tinubu's slip at Democracy Day event. Good evenings. How are you guys doing this evening? I don't know whether you guys have seen this video. It is now trending on the social media. Democracy Day event. When Tinubu was about to climb the motor or the motorcade or something, you can see him. He slipped off and he fall. I want you guys to look at this video. Look at it well. Did you see Mr. P2B around this Ego Square? Can you pinpoint Mr. P2B? Can you see anywhere that they say here is where Mr. P2B is when this happened? I don't know why Mr. Daniel Bola is trying to create issue. He's trying to foment trouble. I don't know why this man is trying to bring Mr. P2B into what happened to President Bola Tinubu. I don't know why. I was waiting to see where Daniel Bola will come and say, okay, sorry for what happened to the president. He never came out to say, okay, what happened? Sorry, Mr. President. I saw Atiku Abubakar. I saw his post. And I know that P2B might have also sent a message with respect to what happened to Mr. President. You know, Tinubu is a human being, whether we like it or not. And we cannot wish a human being evil. And so far Nigeria is concerned, for now, he is the president, according to Supreme Court. So nobody is wishing him death. Atiku has come out with his message. P2B, I know that by now he must have bring out a statement with respect to what happened. I don't know why Daniel Bola is trying to create issue. You guys are looking for a way to rope Mr. P2B into what Mr. P2B does not know about. Mr. P2B might be outside the country. Mr. P2B might be in Onitsha. Mr. P2B might not even know what is happening. I don't know why Daniel Bola is now trying to create issue between Mr. P2B and the presidency. Is it Mr. P2B that asked Bola Tinubu to fall while he was climbing? Is Mr. P2B part of Bola Tinubu's bodyguard? Is Mr. P2B part of his protocol? Is Mr. P2B an army man? What do Mr. P2B have to do in this issue? Why are we trying to create issue when there is no issue? Why are you roping Mr. P2B in something that Mr. P2B don't know anything about? I don't know the type of thinking faculty this so-called Daniel Bola has. I keep on asking myself, are you sure that this guy has a reasoning faculty? Are you sure that this young man has a thinking faculty? How can you be ascribing or be putting P2B in what does not concern him? Why? Why are you creating issue when there is no issue? P2B is somewhere celebrating the Democracy Day and Bola Tinubu fell. Instead of you to say sorry to Mr. President that fall, you pick up social media. You went straight to Twitter, to your social media, and started posting rubbish. That P2B this, that P2B that. Did P2B come close to Bola Tinubu? Or is it P2B that told him to step his foot where he's not supposed to step his foot? Or is P2B part of his orderly, security men, bodyguard, and protocol? Is P2B the chief of staff to Mr. Bola Tinubu? Why are you trying to create issue when there is no issue? This is unfair, Mr. Daniel Bola. This is totally unfair. It is unacceptable. It is totally unacceptable. Why can you be doing something like this? Instead of you to call the president and tell the president the implication of what happened today. Yes, call the president, call President Bola Tinubu and tell President Bola Tinubu of the implication. Mr. President, you are old. This is what you should be telling the president. Mr. President is old. He is supposed to exempt himself in some things. He is no more in his 40s. Everybody will get old. I'm not disputing that. But the president is not in his 30s, 20s, 40s, and 50. Even 60. He is not even 70. If you should ask me, Bola Tinubu is close to 90. This is to tell you. So he needs to exempt himself from some of these activities, some of these climbing events. This is what the wife, the chief security whatsoever, his children, the chief of staff should be telling him. Ordinarily, you sit in you remain in your seat and do your Democracy Day. Nothing changed. It is not a must that you must wave hand in your motorcade Look at now what the type of embarrassment you cause to yourself. Look at it. Must you stand up? Must you go and wave your hand? You are old, Mr. President. It is to tell you that you need to leave the scene. You need to leave the scene. Just like what Joe Biden did the other day. There is something that they were singing. Instead of him to stand up and salute, he turned back. And his people, bodyguard and so on, turned back as if he knows what he's doing. Mr. President, you are old. Leave the scene for the children, for the younger generation. Leave the scene. I see them now pushing you for 2027. I see them. I know anything can happen. Anybody can die. But you can see that you are old. You are no longer fit for this job. Why should you allow them to push you? You are no longer fit for this job. You are very old. This is ordinarily what everybody that is a president should do. But when you look at yourself and you find out that you are not able to do something like this again, it is time to tell you that you need to leave the scene. Allow the younger generation to carry on. This is my advice for you. And for Daniel Buara, your time of karma is coming. Stay away from Mr. Peter Obi. Stay away from Mr. Peter Obi.